I went shopping because, well, yeah. Hello my lovelies and welcome back to another video. I am so excited to film this one because I got back home last night with all of these purchases and items that I really wanted to show you before I start wearing them. I really am happy with everything that I brought home and I wanted to show you ASAP. So today I'm traveling and I'm packing, and I would like to actually bring them with me because I don't always wear the items that I buy immediately. Like for example, in case of my Prada boots, you know, the big chunky combat boots, I bought them in August, so obviously, like, you know, in August you're not gonna wear, like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my hair. I mean, I know it's terrible, but looks really weird. Obviously you're not going to wear combat boots in August when it's like 35 degrees outside. Well, not in England, but you know where I was. However, like, they kind of were sitting and waiting for their moment, and now I wear them all the time, but now it's November, so that's okay. The same doesn't apply to these purchases because I will be wearing them now, and I cannot wait because some of them I will be wearing today. So I'm gonna go in the order that I was getting them. Some of the items were gifted. I will specify which ones were gifted. Not many. I would say 90% of this haul is purchased. I was very lucky as well that actually I work with all of these brands throughout the year, but right now I walk in the boutique, nobody knows who I am, I just pick what I want and I pay the till, and that's how most of the time I prefer it. Unless sometimes they have a reserved item and no one can buy it, and then they recognize me and they're like, you can buy it, but that never happens. But it would be a dream. Like for example, at Louis Vuitton there is this bag that I really want, but the waiting list is so, like, well, it's not so bad. It's like maximum a month, but I'm not someone that is able to commit to a purchase that comes in a month because maybe in a month I'm not gonna want it. That's how bad I am with commitment. I wish they would just say, do you know what, Tamara, we're gonna sell it to you now. It's not gonna happen, and it never happened ever. Like everything, like every time I want something I just have to like do the same procedure as everybody else, and to be honest I like it that way because I think that's much more fair, and then I can give you a reasonable review. And like, do you know what I hate most? This is a bit off topic, but I hate when I go to a hotel and I have a collaboration with a hotel and I receive the most incredible service ever, and then because I love the hotel, I go as well as a paying guest and I receive a horrible service, and I'm like, this is not how it should be. You shouldn't just treat me nicely because you know I'm writing a review about it, and then when you think like I actually pay you with my own money, then you're like, oh, nobody cares. That's like, I mean, it's very rare that that happened to me in the past, but like it did happen, and I would very often like write a letter because I don't think it's fair that I'm recommending something to people that there's like double standards. Anyway, like, why am I going so off topic now? I do not know. Let's start with Dior. So there's something that I wanted from Dior since 2017. I don't know why I never got this before. I had a sample, I wore a sample. Here's a proof why it's really useful sometimes having access to clothing without actually purchasing it, because even though I had a sample, I wore it quite a bit, I still 2 years later decided to purchase the item itself. Actually not 2 years later, a year and a few months later I decided to purchase the item because it's classic and I love it. So I think in January 2018 I went with Dior Beauty to Iceland, and I had a few samples from the showroom of Dior Fashion, and one of the items were these boots. Now you know what it is. We got obviously a pair of boots, and these are currently like sold out, but lovely lady at the Dior boutique has especially ordered them for me, so I had to wait for like a week, I think, maybe. And they are the cowboy boots with the very recognizable Dior charm at the front, as you can see. Obviously they have a leather sole. I got mine in size 40 because they're pointy. When you walk in pointy boots for the whole day, sometimes you just wish they were a size bigger, don't you? Because I do. Well, I hope you do too, because otherwise I'm just weird. I love them. They come in 3 different versions. There's one which looks like sprayed burgundy here and sprayed grey here without the white star but with a black star. So if you don't like the white star, you can go for these. I just love how flattering they are. I wear them, like I said, in In Iceland, I will try and insert some pictures, and I really found it like this old picture of me in them on my phone, and I was like, I think I need them. And there's another pair of boots at Dior that I pre-ordered. They're not actually at the store yet, but I remember them because they were one of the key pieces from the show. I ordered them already, and as soon as they come, I will show you. Next up, I actually mostly went to Dior. Besides the boots, I went for a piece of knitwear. I kind of wanted the cashmere knit that says Dior at the back for so long. I will link below where you can find it online as well in a few different colors. I wanted to try the light blue one. I thought it was beautiful. I showed it to you in a Paris Fashion Week vlog when I was at the Champs-Élysées at Dior boutique, and I was like, oh my god, I need it. But then, you know what, never really got it. But now they got a new version, which is a navy cashmere knit, like with this kind of, can you see this thing at the bottom? And then this is what it says at the back. I really love it. Mine is in size, let's check the size, 36. It's navy, which is what I love so much because navy is currently like my color. I think it's just so beautiful with a pair of jeans for autumn or winter. I will be able to wear this forever. It's not gonna get boring. I love the cruise print, the beautiful Dior print. I have a blanket in that print, and I really love it so much. We got it gifted at the cruise show in Marrakesh. But do you know what? I get so bored of prints, and I have noticed that a lot with my Dolce & Gabbana purchases in the past. So I decided not to go for a print, but to go for something that next year I will be like, this is a classic. I don't want to say, oh, this is the cruise collection last year. I want to say this is like timeless, you know. So for that reason, I decided to go for this knit. I'm so proud of myself. I'm getting like more adult in my choices. No, not really. I'm not really getting more adult in my choices. I'm just giving myself excuses and like taps on the back for no reason. But I have to say that I have like so many more new navy things now, like with my Chanel 19 bag, with this knit, like with quite a few things, and that's what makes me quite excited. I think this is so beautiful. I also have a saddle bag, etc, etc, etc. Who knows what I'm gonna do with all this paper. And you know what? I didn't stop there. I tried cashmere wrap as well from the cruise collection. It's so beautiful, but it was £5,000, and I was like, no. I'll figure this out so that I only buy what I need and what I'm gonna wear definitely forever. I got one more thing. Dee-dee! And it's so beautifully wrapped. I guess you can probably tell what it could be. I realized that I stopped really buying handbags, and that is because I feel like I have kind of filled the needs that I have in my wardrobe with the handbags that I have at the moment. And to be honest, like, I don't get to wear all of them. I've recently cleared out most of my wardrobe, so on my Depop account, which you can check, I will put a link in bio, I'm selling all the things that I'm not wearing anymore, including bags and shoes and clothing. I've found like a new shelf on my bag shelf, which can get filled in, right? Let's try to do this quite nicely. It's so beautiful. Such a nice feeling opening this for you guys. I also had a sample of this, but in an oblique print, and I didn't really photograph it because I didn't have time. It was a very busy period for me. I wore it, but I loved it so much that I wanted to request to wear it again. And then I realized, you know what, if I love it so much, it's like you get a chance to test a piece and then you realize that you really want it. And here we go. This is the navy Montaigne bag. It is so stunning. It's like the box. It's the box Montaigne. It's quite small. I don't know how much it's gonna fit, you see, but I believe, where's my phone? It's gonna fit my phone. Yeah, it's gonna fit my phone. But that's all that matters for me, because all I need to carry is my phone and my cards. Does it fit? Yes. Oh, perfectly. Look. Phone, cards, and a lip gloss. And I don't need anything anymore. At the back, it has a pocket that I'm never going to keep anything in, and it says 30 Montaigne. I love the Montaigne collection. It's my favorite. I photographed it many times. I'll insert some pictures now for you to see a little bit of inspiration. And to be honest, I do not own a small navy bag. I think with jeans, with my new knit, this is a dream. It obviously comes with a shoulder strap, which I haven't shown you. The shoulder strap feels very, like, rich, as my friend Sandra and I would say. It feels very luxurious, like very thick, which makes it less dressy and more day appropriate as a bag. And that's something that I really love for my kind of style and my fashion. I don't think it's just like, you know, buying a trendy bag, but it's more like actually suitable for my style, which is extremely important. I'm sure you will agree. Look how beautiful. Beautiful. The only thing is, it looks like it's shiny because of the light, but it's not shiny. Like, it has, I would say, like a satin finish. If you're painting your house, you will know what I mean. And the reason why I know what I mean is because you guys have seen in the previous video, I think you have seen what's going on in my wardrobes, and we're having electrician coming in this week, then we're painting, then we're doing the floors and fitting in the new wardrobe. So in the meanwhile, next to me, you cannot see, but there's a rail of clothing. So I thought, why not just add more clothing? Yeah, like, no, yeah, I basically, no, I'm not even gonna discuss it anymore. Next up, I was like, let me just cross the street, because the new boutique needs to be baptized by me. I haven't shopped in the new boutique, and I was like, you know what? We need to do this, right? So I walked in and I was like, I'm not gonna buy anything, you know? Like, definitely not gonna buy anything, but there's a pair of shoes that I really want to try, and I was like, I don't need a box because I was already carrying too much. I've been eyeing these boots and another pair of boots for a while now, and I was like, no, Tamara, don't buy them, don't buy them, don't buy them. I love them! There's actually so many shoes now at Louis Vuitton that I really want. So it's gonna be difficult. The cruise collection is so beautiful and it's already available at the boutique, so you should check it out. Anyway, I decided to go for these beautiful, stunning, kind of small block heel, but still heel, ankle boots. They also come in a tall version. I wanted to try them on, they didn't have them, so I tried these on. I had boyfriend jeans and the combination looked beautiful. So they have the logo in the front, which is kind of like just in a circle, LV logo. As you can see, black leather at the bottom. But what I love is the semi-square toe. So it's not too square, it's not, you know, round. They kind of remind me, I guess, a little bit of my mom's like shoes that she wore in 90s when she was going to work, which I don't think is a good thing, because no child wants to look like their mom in 90s. Or actually I do now, because first of all, my mom was always extremely stylish, both my mom and my dad. Second of all, like, my mom would go to Italy to buy like clothes for her and shoes, and she would always, usually she would have like Fendis like this in the 90s and stuff like that she would wear. But still, like, thinking about your mom in 90s and you're like, oh, I look like my mom, you know, 30 years ago or 25, it's like a bit of a I love them. I guess eventually we'll all become our moms. Maybe it's not a thought that we want to accept, but eventually, or we become our dads, or a little bit of both, because apparently in my family, I don't know why am I so chatty in this video, but apparently in my family I'm like a right mix of both of my parents, so we'll see who I become. But these are the shoes that I got, and I really like them, and I'm sure you will see them in many of my videos. And I didn't stop there. I tried on so many pieces in Louis Vuitton, and I even wanted to buy a dress that I loved so much, but it was just like such a dream, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna wear it, and it was so expensive. But when I tried it on, I didn't wanna leave the dress. It was so beautiful. I ended up still getting something that actually I was eyeing before online, but it was not available online. It is like a little knit, but it's like a short sleeve knit, and it's with a monogram print, but it's not too obvious that it's monogram. It looks like it's just like a random print. But what I love is the combination of the colors, and I think this would be so beautiful like under a little jacket, because I love my burgundy, you know that I have the silk burgundy kind of a shirt. I love that piece so much. It's one of my absolute favorite pieces that I own. I bought it in Capri in Louis Vuitton store, and I love it so much that I was like, do you know what? I really could use this, because I think I will wear it a lot, and I'm sure you will see it a lot in my videos. So yeah, I popped by the Bulgari store to pick my new watch. Like, you're not gonna be able, I think, to see it in this light and in this setup, but I will insert a little close-up of the watch because I think it's so beautiful. So this is the Serpenti Seduttori watch, and like, again, I work with Bulgari a lot, but this is not a promo video. I just wanted to tell you, honestly, you guys, I cannot believe that this is my watch right now, because I do not have, so you guys know how much I love watches, right? And I don't really buy like fashion watches. I buy like proper watches like from jewelry and watch makers. And you know, Bulgari is known for their jewelry, but this is like a jewelry watch. So like how perfect is that? And I don't have a watch that I could wear with an evening dress, so I have like you know, like my AP or like 2 Rolexes. I do have an Hermes Kelly watch, but I got it like long time ago, and I'm not sure if it's like the right watch for like an evening dress. And I'm more like of a cool girl, like I'm more like kind of casual everyday watches, but there's definitely a gap in my wardrobe for like a beautiful jewelry watch, and that is this golden watch. It's like a full gold watch with white dial and diamond bezel. There's actually, yeah, there is a bezel. Yeah, there's like a diamond bezel on top of it. And I mean, like, you guys know how much I love a diamond bezel, right? The watch arrived in this beautiful box over here, and then when you open it, that's what it is. There's the, you know, like the authenticity card at the back, and then over here we got like golden links. And the links are 1, 2, 3, 4 for my wrist. They've removed 4 links for my wrist, and yeah, it's like solid gold, so I'm keeping them. I'm definitely not disposing of anything ever. And I just really am happy that I have now a watch that is really dainty on my wrist as well. So this will be something really nice for whenever I'm going out. I need to change the time because it's not 8:35, don't give me anxiety, it's 7:35 in the morning. I would soon like to do my watch collection video. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments below. I'm so proud to be working with Bulgari and to be one of their ambassadors, because I mean, like, pieces like this are incredible, and it's incredible to have something like this. However, what's more incredible than that for me was meeting Lucia Silvestri, who's their creative director, and I met her like on several occasions this year. I met her in September, like 4th of September, and then again Milan Fashion Week in September. And meeting a woman who started working with stones, precious stones, when she was 18, going to India, learning from the Bulgari family, and then going to India to buy stones back in like 80s and 90s, when like the kind of balance between man and woman, like that side of the world, even where I'm from, and not like to mention like in India, was very different. And as I'm mostly speaking to you women, I just wanted to say how empowering is that, fighting for what you love despite the prejudice and despite the disbalance between men and women in like the way they earn, in the way they work, in the way they everything. That is so inspiring for me. She has such an incredible energy, and what I find like most inspiring from her is that she told me that she loves stones and the energy that stones have. And I mean, I love stones, I love diamonds. Like, you guys know, I buy a lot of gold, a lot of diamonds. I actually go and pay money for it, because besides the bags, the fashion, the one thing that I think has the most value, and more value than anything else, even Birkins, well, maybe not Birkins, but everything, are diamonds and gold. Of course, it's very important where they're sourced from, at least it's important for me. There's only one more piece that I would like to show you. I got this gifted from my lovely Fendi family, and not like, oh hi Tamara, here's a gift, please promote it, but I really wanted this, and we worked on something before, so when they asked me what would I like as a thank you, guys, I said I know exactly what I would want. You don't have to ask me twice, because I have my eye on a pair of boots. Look at this heel. Can you see the heel? The heel is just spectacular. They're kind of like shiny nude boots, and they have the Fendi logo going around them. I just think they're so perfect. I wonder if you can remove this. I think you can remove this and just wear them. Yeah, you can, because it goes, oh no, you can't, because it's stuck to the heel. So back here there's like a pink line that goes through, very Fendi, and this is what they look like in front. Now, what I also love is that this thing goes longer than the shoe. The color is perfect for me, but one more thing that I love so much is that Fendi also makes short version of this. So if you're not like a long kind of boot girl, longer booty girl, then you can go for the shirt version. They also come in black. I love them so much. I cannot wait to wear them, and I'm gonna bring them on my trip. They're so beautiful. So huge thanks to my Fendi family. They're the most incredible team that I love so much, and they're always so supportive. I have no words. Anyway, I love them. But when I saw these, I was like, these would be my dream. There was another pair that I was like, they're purple suede. I photographed them once before in Harrods, and I was like, okay, if not these, then the purple ones. But these are my dreams. So I will link everything below for you guys to see. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was too long, but I got very excited about fashion yesterday. So 3 pairs of shoes later, 1 handbag, 1 watch, and a lot of ready to wear later, we came to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to stay in touch and for us to have this community even stronger. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye guys!